In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 of the biggest sports card collecting mistakes I made over the last 10 or so years. I don't know exactly how long I've been in the hobby. I've been in it much longer than that, probably. I know I started collecting sports cards in elementary school. My dad used to take me to the flea market and used to take me to card shows because he used to own a card shop himself. But because of that, I got infatuated with baseball cards and I made a lot of mistakes over the years. And these mistakes have cost me tens of thousands of dollars and completing some sets that I still need a few cards today. So stay tuned in this video and don't make the same mistakes I did, or else you're going to be out of luck. Hey, welcome back to another Breakout Sports video. I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about 5 of the biggest mistakes I made while collecting sports cards. So the first one is just not buying the card itself. Don't be afraid to buy a card in bad condition. So I'm a condition freak. Everything I want in my PC is going to be an 8, 9, or 10. I'll make some exceptions for cards, let's say T206 cards and some in the 30s and 40s, right? You're not going to find a lot of high grades back then. But most modern cards, let's say 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, I want high grade. But when first buying out a card, this can be a huge mistake. See, a lot of cards end up skyrocketing over time. If you know a card is going to go up in value, you might as well just buy the low grade, what you can afford now, and upgrade in the future. See, I never went out there and bought a Michael Jordan card, or I never bought a Mario Lemieux actual rookie card. I'll be talking about that a little bit later since I technically did buy one at a show. And I never went out there and got the Gretzky. I never went out there and got some of the baseball legend rookie cards. And the reason why is I just couldn't afford the high grades, the 8s, 9s, or 10s. And some of the mid or lower grades, let's say 4 through 6 or even lower, were very affordable years ago. Instead of pulling the trigger, I let my pride and say, no, I'm not going to buy this card unless I want an 8, 9, or 10. And those cards have absolutely exploded. In fact, I should have just bought those cards back then and then used some funds to upgrade to a higher grade. And that's a huge mistake because now I'm not going to be able to afford a very, very high-end card like a Gretzky rookie for a long time, especially in the shape that I want. Now, the second mistake I want to talk about, which I was kind of inferring on the Mario Lemieux card, is do your research on expensive cards. A few weeks ago, I went to the Clearwater card show and I thought I got a legitimate Mario Lemieux card. The dealer I bought it off of had a ton of vintage cards that were graded. He had some Ruth cards, he had some Garrett cards, some T206 cards, and all those looked real to me. Now, I just got into the hockey market. I'm not an expert on Mario Lemieux cards, and I thought I was getting a legitimate Mario Lemieux card. I paid over $100 for it, and it wasn't in great condition. So I thought I was getting a good deal. At the same time, the card wasn't in great condition, and I trusted the dealer with that. Unfortunately, when I did get home, one of my subscribers reached out to me and said, this card is fake. This is what you should look out for. I did my research the past week, and I confirmed that the card is fake. So when you're going out there and buying an expensive card, do your research on it beforehand, or even at the show, load up some pictures of it, load up some information online on how to spot fakes, or else you're going to make that same mistake. I'm going to let you guys know what ends up happening with this Mario Lemieux card. I'm going to go back to the dealer itself, show them why it's fake, and ask for my money back. But if not, it was an expensive mistake, and I really hope I don't make that again with that. Tip number 3 is only focusing on one sport. Now, when I was growing up, I only played baseball. I did not care about any other sport. Across the way, I did pick up a few hockey cards here or then. I did pick up a few basketball cards. But the problem was I was never really invested in every single sport. And if I was, I could have picked up some really, really great cards because I started collecting, again, really, really young, let's say 2006, 2007. You have 2008, which is Kevin Durant, which luckily I did pick up a few of his. But I missed out on that other wave of crop of players like Giannis. And the thing is, if I invested in some Giannis cards way back then, bought some Chrome cards cheap, because basketball market only boomed these past few years. The cards back then were dirt cheap. Picked up LeBron, Giannis, super cheap on the dollar. I would have a huge return on investment today. Instead, I just focused on baseball players. And don't get me wrong, I did pretty well. I mean, I invested in Kershaw, I invested in Scherzer, Verlander, among other players, but I missed out on some really, really high ticket cards in the basketball market. So go out there and try to learn every sport. Don't go out there and learn everything at once. Go from one sport at a time. Like right now, I'm pretty confident on baseball. I probably know 95% of everything there is out there. Right now, my next sport I'm learning is hockey. So I'm learning the ins and out, all the legends of the game, what years, and now, because I got burned on Mario Lemieux, how to spot some of the different fakes. Now, another mistake I want to talk about is not buying a better rookie card of a player or a better card in general and sticking with the low budget cards. Now, there's nothing wrong with spending a few dollars on a card just to have it in your collection, but if you're investing, it's better to spend a little bit more money and get a better card. And I'll give you an example of this. So, me and my dad figured out a while ago that Clayton Kershaw was going to be a really, really good baseball player, and we probably have 30 or 40 of his cards. But we never really got any of his autograph cards. Sure, we got a few numbered cards, got a lot of his update rookie, but we didn't spend the extra money, let's say $30 or $40 on an autograph card back in the day. And if we did, if you look at the price of the autograph cards now, it was a big mistake. Don't get me wrong, his update card along with some of his numbered cards are really, really good. But compared to his autograph card, if we spent only $10 or $15 more, returns were there. And that's something I really regret not buying some of the higher end autograph cards. Now, the last mistake I made is not completing a set. And in fact, one card costed me $10,000. And that is the 2011 Topps Diamond Anniversary Mike Trout rookie card. Yes, I have the full Diamond Anniversary set, including all the short prints, all the really good rookies that year between DJ LeMahieu, Paul Goldschmidt, Rizzo, Altuve, Chapman, Freddie Freeman, everyone in that set but the Mike Trout. And it really, really sucks. The reason why I didn't buy this card back then, me and my dad, let me give you a little backstory first. Me and my dad really wanted to complete the set because the set was like none other. This was the first time there was like a diamond type parallel for every single card in the set of a top set. See, there was the gold parallel in the past and the black parallel, and the gold was numbered to each year. So 2011 would be 2011, and the black was numbered to years Topps has been around. So that'd be 60. But the unfortunate thing was with diamond, or not unfortunate, but with the diamond set, it wasn't numbered. It was just a really, really cool parallel. So we decided to go out there and collect the whole set. It'd be really good bonding between us. And we bought every card, all the short prints, everything, like all the rookies, but we decided not to buy the Mike Trout because we thought it was overpriced. See, his rookie season, the Mike Trout diamond card was already going for $30 or $40, and we thought that was outrageous, especially for a modern era card that wasn't autographed. Well, next season, that card ended up going to $60 or $70. We're like, oh, this card is going to go down. He was just lucky with the MVP award. He's overrated. Next year went up to $120, $140, and just kept going up and up and up, and we never pulled the trigger. Now this card, I believe in a PSA 10 is around $10,000. I'll put a comp up on here just to show you. And it was the biggest mistake of our lives with collecting sports memorabilia. Well, at least not for my dad. I know he's made other mistakes buying cards, and I might cover another video, but for me, at least, that was my biggest mistake because that's a $10,000 card now. I could have had it a few years ago for $20 or $30, and I could have completed the entire set and have the full Diamond Anniversary set instead of having an incomplete set without the Mike Trout. Now, I will get this Trout card one day. It's just out of my budget right now, but missing one card for the full set and had to be the Trout. So the tip is, if you're trying to complete a set and there's an expensive card, just go out there and buy the card. Don't wait, because that card can go up over time. And if it comes down, great, right? You might have lost a little bit, but if it continues to go up, you're going to regret not buying that card in the first place. So go out there and get their card. Anyways, what was the biggest card investing mistake or card buying mistake that you've made? Put down in the comment section down below. I'm kind of curious. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in another video.